Wow, Peter, what a joy to have you joining us for Northern Spirit Radio for the umpteenth time. Actually, I did a quick check, and you are the number one featured guest for us, having joined us for 8 full-length programs over the years. And I'm so thankful you could join us tonight for our Heartland potluck of community voices and music, though your home in California is probably a bit wide of Heartland by some folks' reckoning. You'll always be Heartland for me. What do you have to share with us tonight?
Well, hi, Mark, and thanks for having me on. I'm delighted to be back here with you all. And let me see. Well, Heartland, you said, was sort of the theme of this. And I think about Heartland, I think about, the Norman Rockwell kind of families that I grew up looking at on the Saturday Evening Post and things like that. And I think a lot of what my work has been to work with kids. I never liked it when I saw people getting pushed around, and I was always sort of sticking up for folks who were getting bullied by anyone, parents or bigger people or whatever I can do in that department. And so I'm going to do a couple songs for you this morning, see if we can get it in my 9-minute window slot. The first one I'm going to do is, because when I think about the Heartland, I also think about religion. It's the Bible Belt, and I think there's a lot of things done in Jesus' name that he'd be rolling over in his grave if he stayed in the grave. So I thought there's a song, it's called If Jesus Had a Gun. I think I'd like to do that for you. It goes like this. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. Now, if some tough guys pushed him down, or maybe they disrespected Mary, you know Jesus was her baby. Well, if Jesus had a gun, he wouldn't need to fight. He'd just pull it out and show him. So you better be polite. What if thieves are robbing Joe? You know, Jesus' other dad. Well, he could use his gun to save him. Now that wouldn't be so bad, but he'd never shoot somebody, 'cause he knows it's really bad to. No, Jesus wouldn't hurt a flea unless he really had to. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. Now if some mean guy abused a little kid, Jesus wouldn't get mad. He wouldn't like what that guy did. So if Jesus couldn't make him pray, or he couldn't find a cop, well, he might take out his gun just to get the guy to stop. What if people were starving? Well, he could shoot a goat or lamb. I don't think he'd shoot a pig, 'cause he didn't like ham. Now in Jerusalem they'd holler, they say, Jesus, you're the boss. And if Jesus had a gun, he'd never put him on the cross. If Jesus had a gun, he'd never put him on the cross. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. If Jesus had a gun, he would not abuse it. He would keep it handy in case he had to use it. Now, Jesus was God's kid, and probably fast with a gun. He probably knew the best way to get things done. But if they didn't put him on the cross, then the story's not the same. If Jesus had a gun, would he use it in God's name, saying turn your other cheek, love your fellow man? Hey, what part of thou shalt not kill is hard to understand. Now it's God's law, and all you people know it too. Hey, your behavior's tempting me to use my gun on you. I think Moses and Mohammed lived with Jesus back then, and they probably didn't have guns, they were probably friends. Yeah, I think Moses and Mohammed lived with Jesus back then, and they probably didn't have guns, they were probably friends. If Jesus had a gun, I think he'd throw that gun away, 'cause he knows he might be tempted if he had a bad day. Yeah, if Jesus had a gun, he'd throw that gun away. He would never use it, he would find another way. If Jesus had a gun, he'd throw the gun away. He would never use it, he'd find another way. If Jesus had a gun, well, I'm pretty sure that he would find another way. You know, it's that thing, if you got a hammer, that you run around looking for nails. And I think our country, which also reminds me of the heartland, you know, you hear that. It's certainly in the big cities on the edges, but it's the heartland also has a lot of people that just feel like, well, let's just knock the crap out of everybody and make them do it our way. And it's never sat very well with me. I know there's lots of people out there who don't feel that way. But I sing songs and bring this stuff up so we can talk about it. I have another song I'm not going to do called Me and You, which is about, the chorus goes, you don't have to see it my way, but see my way. That's one of the things that's missing. It stops the dialogue. When you're afraid that someone else is going to make you do it their way, then you don't even want to talk to them. And so that's why it's so important to get this stuff out on the table. I use a lot of humor to try to do that. One of the other bullying things that I've seen going on is the stuff with oil extraction. Native American peoples are really fighting this and holding land sacred. The whole thing of the, you ever see hear seventh generation? It's stuff they were selling toilet products and environmental products, because in Native American culture, when they discussed something that they were going to do, they would think about the seventh generation. What about our grandchildren's grandchildren? And we don't do that, particularly with the political system we've got, which is just driving. If I can get it done in the next 4 years, then I can get elected again. So this is a song about fracking, and it goes like this. Let me tune up. I'm really pleased to be on Northern Spirit Radio. Mark Spitz does a wonderful job with that. I've been on Spirit in Action and the Songs of the Soul. A little more. There we go. It's called Fracking, and it's on YouTube. And if you want to stick around after this, I think Mark's going to do some extended kind of things. I've got a version of this that I did was a video, music video. It's on YouTube, and I'm sure Mark can put that on for the extended version. And this is the fracking song. It's me as Uncle Sam throwing the fracker out of town. It goes like this. Fracking, what the frack is fracking. Fracking's using water to whack oil from our ground. Fracking, your concern for us is lacking. So we're packing you off to save the water in our town. We love the water in our city, but when you frack, it's not so pretty. In fact, I feel like gacking when I try to drink it down. Cause your fracking blows the water into places that we oughter keep it out of. Cause it comes out kinda oily, green, and brown. On fracking, what the frack is fracking. Fracking's using water to whack oil from our ground. Fracking, your concern for us is lacking. So we're packing you off to save the water in our town. Well, you haven't got my backing, so let's cut all the yakking. You're racking up the profits from the oil you take up. It seems that you're uncertain about the damage to our dirt. We refuse to take the risk because our town is waking up. So go back to where you came from, cause we don't want you here. Your fracking makes our water burn, so let us make it clear. Fracking, your concern for us is lacking. So we're packing you off to save the water in our town. Would you frack your own home water? Would your family be distraught? Or would you only do it far away from where your family lives? No one cares about the oil if it ruins all our soil. If it makes the water putrid, would you do it to your kids? And we've heard about the earthquakes that happen when you frack. You say you never make mistakes, but we don't believe you, Jack. Fracking, your concern for us is lacking. So we're packing you off to save the water in our town. Yes, we're packing you off to save the water in our town. have it. I think I made it under 9 minutes. Bye.